The journey of a massive stone. What you are about to see may look like an ordinary stone crushing operation, but behind every massive rock is a journey. A journey that begins with a piece of solid earth and ends as material used to build the world around us. Look closely at these enormous stones. They are heavy, rough, and incredibly strong. For years, they may have remained buried deep inside the earth, but once they arrive at the crushing site, their journey changes completely. At first, everything seems simple. Massive rocks are brought toward the crushing machine. Workers carefully watch the process as each stone moves closer to the powerful equipment. And this is where things become interesting. The stones may look impossible to break. Some of them are huge, some have sharp edges, and every single piece has a different shape and structure. But the crusher does not see a mountain. It sees material waiting to be transformed. One by one, the rocks enter the system. The machine begins its work. There is dust, there is noise, there is vibration, and slowly something that once looked almost indestructible begins to break apart. This is the incredible power of the stone crushing process. A massive boulder can be reduced into smaller pieces through powerful crushing stages. In a typical crushing operation, large rocks are first fed into a primary crusher, then transported by conveyor systems for further crushing and screening into different sizes. But there is another side to this story. Behind the machines are the people. Workers stand close to the operation, watching the material and helping keep the process moving. It is tough work. The environment is dusty, the machines are loud, and every day enormous amounts of stone must be handled. Now look at the stones again. Just moments ago, they were giant pieces of rock. But after entering the crushing system, their shape begins to change. Large pieces become smaller, smaller pieces move forward, and the process continues again and again. Conveyor belts carry the crushed material from one stage to another, keeping the entire operation in motion. These systems are a central part of quarry and crushing operations because they move material between processing stages. And this is where the real transformation happens. The material is crushed, separated, sorted, and prepared according to size. Some pieces may need another round of crushing. Others are already the right size. The oversized material can be returned for further crushing, while screened material is separated into different grades. Think about that for a moment. A giant rock that once seemed completely useless can become an important part of a road, a building, a bridge, or another major construction project. That is the hidden story behind these machines. We often see roads and buildings after they are finished, but we rarely think about where the materials came from. Before concrete is poured, before a road is built, before a massive structure rises into the sky, there is often a process like this, a process that begins with stone and ends with transformation. But there is one question that makes this scene even more fascinating. When you see these rough stones shining under dramatic light, they can almost look like something far more valuable, like gold. Of course, appearance can be deceptive. A golden-looking stone is not automatically real gold. But that illusion makes us stop and look again. And perhaps that is what makes this entire process so satisfying. Watching something enormous become smaller. Watching chaos become organized. Watching rough material move through a powerful system. Every stone has its own journey, from the earth, to the crusher, to the conveyor, to the screening process, and finally to its next purpose. What started as a massive, rough piece of rock is no longer the same. It has been transformed. And while the machines do the crushing, it is the entire process working together that makes the transformation possible. The workers, the equipment, the conveyors, the crushers, and the constant movement of material from one stage to the next. This is not just about breaking stones. It is about turning raw material into something useful. And the next time you drive on a road or see a building under construction, remember this. Somewhere, a massive stone may have started a journey just like this one, from a rough piece of earth to something that helps build the modern world. And now we want to know what you think. Did these massive stones look ordinary to you, or did they look like hidden gold? Tell us in the comments. And if you enjoy watching powerful machines, massive stone crushing, mining operations, and incredible industrial processes, Make sure to like the video and subscribe to AIH Stone Crush, because sometimes the most fascinating stories are hidden inside the things we see every day.